approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant. How much do
it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. We've got ball. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's White in at the two-guard spot.
Boy, Giddey, if he becomes a knockdown three-point shooter, you will not be able to guard this guy.
Tatum, a screen on White. Jacks up a three, and White hits from deep.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Buzelis. 9 points in his last outing. White against White. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Holiday passes to Tatum. No good that time. White for three. Boston pulls it in. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Great communication on defense in that one. They worked really well as a unit to frustrate the offense.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way. Oh my goodness, Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Buzelis. This one for three. That's good from Giddey on the assist by White. Giddey's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Porzingis passes to White. Soft touch off the glass. White's got 5 points.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Back to ball. Pass to White. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level. So he has an exciting future in front of him.
He misses the free throw. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
He hits the second from the line. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward. Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Now here's Vucevic. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Vucevic, a screen on Tatum. Back to Vucevic. And stolen by Porzingis. And they're on the break. Here's Holiday. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You can see how anxious the defense was to take Holiday away. Instead, they foul him and send him to the line.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period. One of the things you admire most is Drew Holiday's versatility, his toughness, the overall impact. This is the kind of guy you win championships with.
Holiday hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, he keeps making them.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Ball finds Vucevic. Pass to Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Holiday. There's Ball with a three. Porzingis grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Again, the miss by Boston.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Vucevic in the post, defended by Porzingis. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Good.
Buzelis has tremendous court vision for his age and is willing to make the extra pass.
Holiday against Ball. Holiday passes to Tatum. Over Buzelis. And it's Tatum missing.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Outside Giddey. Puts it up from 15. Tatum pulls it in.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Porzingis with a screen on Ball. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Vucevic has got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Three-pointer, Holiday. He drops it from range.
Holiday is a guy, because of his physique, he can put it on the deck and drive, but I love when he spaces the floor with his shooting.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Last month, these are the highest scoring teams in the NBA. Chicago, fourth.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
The Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Vucevic. White against White. Takes the 3. White can't hit. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. And a nice finish on the layup. Tatum's got 9 points.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Back to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Now here's Porzingis. 26 points for him last game against Detroit.
And another key for them was his rebound. Just a great effort. Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Bulls trail by 9. Left side Giddey. Good D by Porzingis.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Ball against Holiday.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
Pritchard's checked in for White. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. Porzingis passes to Hauser. Puts up a 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Pass to Giddey. Back to White. Inside. Basket on the assist by White.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Outside Holiday. Puts it up from 12. And he drops that one in. He has 7.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Ball outside. Pass to Buzelis. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Bulls trail by 9. Ball outside. Here's Buzelis. Giddey passes to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three-pointer off the mark. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Pritchard, no good. The Bulls have got 6 of 14 in so far. Pass to Buzelis. Outside Giddey. 10 feet away. And that one's long. Boston leading by 9. Here's Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Holiday's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
From deep, Giddey nails it from beyond the arc.
You have to be excited about Josh Giddey. This guy knows when to shoot off the catch.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. checked in for Boston.
Al Horford comes in for Holiday.
So a moment now to see the story for Lonzo Ball.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Boston leading by 6. Here's Hauser. 11 points for him last game against Detroit. Pass to Pritchard. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
It's Herter on the wing. Averaging around 5 points a game.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Cornette with the bucket.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. Now here's Herter. From behind the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston leading by 9. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Tatum.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Terry's checked in for Collins. And that's good as he hits both shots. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, listen, Jalen Smith, that's a great move. Defenders can struggle to keep up with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Jalen Smith at the line for 2.
That's good from Smith.
So far, Jalen Smith has proven to be a quality role player. This guy works his tail off both ends.
Smith hits them both. 1:27 left now in the first quarter. Takes it inside. Hauser can't get it to go. The Bulls trail by 5. Williams on the wing from the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Cornette. And here's Tatum. Horford outside. There's the 3. Connects from downtown.
That's a veteran shot right there. Al Horford immediately answering back with a 3 of his own. Go ahead, big fella.
And he buries his first look.
And both teams all
game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's Cornette. Now Tatum. Here's Pritchard. That 3's off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Jones. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Trey Jones taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. The Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. Jones hits them both. Here's Tatum. 9 points in the game. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Horford. Here's Cornette. Launches a three. Rebound by Terry. Jones with the ball. Over White. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for Boston. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
On the court for Chicago, Kobe White out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Smith, then it's Patrick Williams, and it's Terry in at the three. Boston trailing. On the wing, Holiday, defended by Jones. Screen by Horford. There's Tatum with the three. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
We know this is an offensive-minded player. Jason Tatum loves running pick-and-roll action.
Smith outside. Pass to Jones. That one falls.
Assisted.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. And the basket is good. White's got 7 points in the game.
Well, how about that drive by Derek White? This guy has so much to his game.
Smith passes to Jones. It's stolen by Holiday. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Tatum. Lets the three fly. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Holiday against Jones. Outside White. And here is Williams. That one no good. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and Boston with some changes. Craig comes in for Horford, and Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Jones hits them both. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Chicago making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
You take a look at Vucevic. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Now here's Porzingis, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Craig with a screen. Tatum from long range. Ball with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Here's Pritchard. In his last outing, 8 points for him. White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Collins against Porzingis. Jones, the pass to Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
The line for one.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line, 100% this quarter.
Pass to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Back to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Tatum. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
Tatum finds White. For 3, Porzingis. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Ball outside. Giddey against Tatum. Collins with a screen on Tatum. Here's Giddey driving in. Good D by Porzingis.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Here's Tatum, and then Tatum slams it in.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Giddey into the lane.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.